full carbon chassis, carbon battery tray, front wheel steer, crabbing 4-wheel steer. And then we also have turning on the spot, rear wheel steer. Hi guys, welcome back to the RC store, and my name's Ammo. Guys, in this video we're going to be checking out this RGT Tracer, and you're probably asking yourselves, Ammo, why? And I'll explain why. So guys, I was looking for a low center of gravity crawler, and I've been looking for one for a while. Now, me being me, I had my eyes on a bully. Now, those of you that don't know what a bully is, it's the RC 4-wheel drive bully. What a machine. It's a competition crawler, low center of gravity, basically no frills. Now, I was looking at one of them, however they're quite expensive. So this I had my eyes on for a while. Now, this is an old crawler that you guys probably know of. Some of you that are new to the hobby or new to the channel may not have seen one of these. However, I was going to buy one, so I thought I'd show you guys too, and my reasons behind it. So what I'm actually planning on doing is building a low center of gravity rig. I wasn't going to keep it standard, and I was scouting the market to see what's available. And as you guys know, I like a bit of a challenge, and it keeps a hobby a bit fun, I guess, and a bit exciting when you're messing around and tinkering around with RCs and improving them. And so that's what I wanted to do. And by scouting, I couldn't really find anything at this price that offers all these parts. Guys, let's get into this. So going through the box up very quickly, guys, this particular rig, as soon as I go through and read out the spec, you'll understand why I physically brought it. So it's waterproof, it's got 4-wheel steer, yes, 4-wheel steer, it's 4-wheel drive, and it has metal upgrades. So when we say metal upgrades, looking over here, you have some portal axles, and I believe they're metal. There is some information here. You can pause the screen if you wish to read that. This is a complete RTR vehicle, and now you're probably thinking value for money, you can't go wrong. Guys, double servos for 4-wheel steering. Servos are mounted on axles, which will give you maximum articulation. Adjustable aluminium shocks, 4-link suspension. Everything here, as you can see, is metal. Yes, it's cast metal portal axles, but guys, nevertheless, you've got complete metal gearings and CVDs in there. Over at the top here, yes, the chassis rails, guys, are 4.5mm carbon fiber, along with the battery tray. You've got some 1.9-inch wheels, and these are some optional upgrades that you can physically buy for this particular truck as well. It's available in 2 different colorways. You get the reddy orange, or you get the grey white. I believe we've gone for the grey white. It has a 1060 Hobby Wings ESC, and it's got a 550 super torque motor in there as well, which is a 2010 and 15 kilo digital servos. Looking inside the box, there's not a lot to look at, so let's get it all unboxed and laid across the desk. So guys, I've got the Tracer all unpacked across the desk. It doesn't come with a great deal, but for the price, it's packed with goodies. I'll go through all the bits first that it comes with. Comes with your controller. So this is a FSG4P 4-wheel steer controller that it comes with. It's got a nice sort of carbon fiber look to it here, which is quite grippy. In terms of the trigger, it's quite close to your hand. The steering wheel is quite far away. That's a bit of a letdown because you can't control it single-handedly. You do have to use 2 hands. In terms of features, you got channel 3 and channel 4 just here. So you've got a toggle switch there, and you've got a button just there. Over on the top, you can lift this open. Here you got your steering trim, throttle trim, steering dual rates, steering reverse and throttle reverse, and a bind button just there as well, and your power switch is there. You do get this pack here. In this pack, all you get is your manual. Just going through the manual, guys, I'll just show you guys. I'll try and zoom in just here. You can see on this side, you've got your controller, and it shows you how to operate your 4-wheel steer, which is quite handy, and it's all done off one button. So the button you actually use is channel 4, which is this button, and that allows you to use front wheel. It allows you to go to crab or 4-wheel steer as well. It's also got exploded diagrams in here, guys, and the exploded diagrams do have part numbers, and I believe if you search up the part numbers you can find your parts as well. Going towards the back of the manual, you do have pictures with part numbers, so if there's a particular part you're looking for, you can source it at the back, and once you've sourced it, you can obviously refer to the part number and order your parts. Now the tracer itself, guys, a lot of you guys have probably already seen this. Those that are new to the channel probably haven't. However, this has been around for some time now, but it's nice to revisit something that's not new, but it also shows you what's out there available for the money that you're spending and cars that have been sort of forgotten about. Now, looking at this, first of all, I didn't really like the look of it, and that's my honest opinion. I didn't really like the shell. I don't like the stickers, but that's just my opinion. Some of you guys might absolutely love it. Like this supercharger on the bonnet, I don't like it whatsoever. However, guys, I'm going to bring the camera closer and I'm going to get into details, and you'll understand why I brought this particular rig. And it actually weighs quite a bit as well. For low center of gravity, this should work really well. So starting on the front end, guys, the first thing that's striking is this bumper. Now, this is really, really nice. It's actually metal. It looks kind of cool. You do have some tow hooks here, and you do have a plate for a winch if you choose to put a winch on there. Looking underneath, you can see solid metal axles there. You got a nice red metal pumpkin cover. It is on portals, as you can see, and CVDs, which is really, really nice. Now, you got the wheels and tires here, guys, and they don't look too bad, to be fair. Yeah, these don't look like decent bead locks. However, the tires themselves look really good. Looking at the side, very, very grippy, as you can see. Over on the front, it looks like they've got quite a bit of surface area, so I don't know how these are going to hook up, but I know the sides will hook up well. A lot of people that have ran these trucks say the tyres are quite poor. That might be due to the surface that they're using them on, or it might just be a case of the tyres are poor, or it might be a case of there's too much tread over in the centre. Now, I know a lot of people do chop tyres out and they cut bits off them, etc., to make them a bit more grippy. Now, I believe that may work on these because the grip on the side is phenomenal and they are quite soft. It does have foams in there, but they are quite firm. Looking through the wheel arch, you can see the carbon chassis there. You can also see the front suspension. You can see the links that are clearance links there. I'm not a great fan of the livery, to be fair, or the stickers, or the body, in fact, but it is what it is for the price. You got your rear wheels there. Now, this is 4-wheel steer, so the back wheels do turn as well. And once again, over on the back, you can see the carbon chassis, the rear suspension, the rear portal axles. They look nice. All metal once again, guys. And you've got your rear servo there sitting on top of the axle itself, which allows this to articulate really, really well for what it is, to be fair. As you guys can see, all 3 wheels are on the ground, and it does go quite high up. So looking at the body shell, I do like the colour. However, the shell itself, I don't like the supercharger, but that's just me. Being a crawler, I don't know why you'd put a supercharger on there, but it is what it is. And over on the side, you can see the graphics along the side that I'm not a great fan of. And then the back. So I've taken the shell off, guys, as you can see. I'll start up at the front and I'll run through everything that this has physically got on it. You have got your 15 kilo steering servo over the axle on the front there. You've got your suspension, which I believe is oil filled. Plenty of adjustment on the carbon chassis. So many different opportunities for different holes and locations and setups. And this is the reason why now I actually went for this, because the amount of things that you get on this for a low center of gravity rig is unreal. You could put some bigger shocks on here. You could put them right at the back here to give it more twist. There's so much you can do. And the chassis itself sits quite low. The clearance links, you can see there, look fantastic as well. Over here, you've got your receiver box. You've got your 2010 brushed motor, which no doubt I'll probably upgrade at some point. You got your Hobby Wings ESC. You got your carbon battery tray. And over on the back here, you got your 15 kilo servo that sits over the rear axle. And once again, look at the adjustment that you've got on the suspension. You can play around with this quite a bit, to be fair, guys. It's actually got metal braces holding the carbon chassis together, as you can see there and over there. Looking underneath it, this will give you a better idea. So there's your portal axles once again, guys. And you got your 4-link setup with high clearance. So this is upside down once again, so high clearance links, front and rear. You got metal prop shafts that are sliding prop shafts. And then you've got your plastic belly plan just there. And the sliders have actually got metal edges running on each side, which is nice and handy. The on and off switches at the bottom there, I'm not a fan of that, to be fair. Just simple reason being the type of switch it is. But not bad once again. So I've just mounted a 2S battery in there and sits quite nice. So I'm just going to run it on 2S for now, just to show you guys a little demonstration. The battery sits up front. So though the rig's quite heavy and it is low center of gravity, once the battery's in there, it slightly rocks towards the front, which for me, it's ideal. It does have tinted windows, and to be fair, I don't mind that on a rig like this. Simple reason being, because it doesn't have an interior, I'd actually prefer it to be tinted. Where other vehicles, like this, I prefer no tints, because I prefer to see the interior. So guys, let's have a little run across the desk and let's see what it's like. Like I said, this particular car for myself wasn't an all-rounder. And those of you that are looking to buy a crawler and want something versatile, you want to do a bit of trail crawling, etc., I probably wouldn't advise this. Simple reason being, because I've personally found so many of the RC crawlers out there that are very versatile. For example, this one here, the RGT Pro Runner. You could use that for trail and crawling. You've got the Yukon models, as you may be able to catch in the camera over at the back. You've got the SCX6. There's so many crawlers out there. This, for me, was simple reason being, I wanted a low center of gravity crawler just to crawl some crazy rocks. And that was the idea behind this for myself. So I'm not out there saying that this is the best crawler in the world. It's simple reason being, I wanted something to climb some gnarly rocks, and that was the idea behind it. So we're going to give it a bit of a run up the desk and let's see how it goes. Now this hasn't got no fancy 2-speed or anything like that. It's completely locked diffs and single speed. So let's see how it does. So that's probably the slowest I'm going to get it. It's not bad, but to be fair, I would probably want it slower. So for that reason, I may upgrade the motor myself. Well, I won't say may, I probably will. But it's just to show you guys how it comes out the box. And let's give it a go on the trigger. So yeah, it's sensitive, but you can use it extremely slowly if you wish to. Nice. And let's see what it's like just on a quick full throttle. I guess it is capable of trailing, but it's not what I'll be doing with it. And now let's have a look at how the wheels turn. So the front servo and the rear servo seem quite strong, to be fair, and quite powerful for 15 kilo. Quick enough. Let's see what it's like with some weight under it. They're decent, guys. They're decent servos there. So that's front steer. I press the button once Now I've got crab, so I can crab now, as you guys can see. And then if I press it again, it will now sort of turn on the spot for tight turns. And this was the idea about getting a 4-wheel steer crawler, so I can take them tight turns just on rocks. And also press it again and you got rear wheel steer, so it's just the rear end, so you can actually drive backwards. So I've got some tyres set up. Let's see how it does going over these. A bit quick, but let's keep going. Oh, nice. That wheel was just off the ground. So personally, I am going to change the suspension at some point, but I do want to run it as it is first, and then I'll probably go and modify the hell out of this. Took the tyre with it. Coming back on itself, the opposite angle. So as you can see, it climbs on the front end, no problem whatsoever. It does catch on the belly pan, but it's as I expected it would. And it comes across. I'm just trying to hold the tyres in place. And there you have it. Now let's see if I can get out of this little mess. Grabbed myself out of there nicely. Look at that. Now a normal crawler couldn't do that. Guys, I'm really happy with that, to be fair. It's got all the features that I wanted for a low center of gravity crawler. It's already quite heavy. It's already got the weights, as in terms of the low down weight from the metal axles and so forth. So I'm happy with that. It's going to save me a fortune absolutely trying to modify a rig. Argument's sake, if I bought a bully and started messing around with that, already I'm 800 pounds in here in the UK if I bought a bully too. So £800 for the car and the modifications on top. The car itself will probably owe me easy £1,200. Where this car, guys, I'll probably get it all done for less than £400, if that. Guys, this will be a real cheap low center of gravity rig that'll be capable by the time I'm done. Guys, if you love this video, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to smash that notification button, and we will see you on the next one, where we're going to take this out as it is. Let's see how capable it is and what we need to modify. Thank you for watching.